Hey everybody, it's TJ Leasley, and in this video we will be covering exactly how to create a powerful, attention-grabbing cover photo. Now we have one chance to create a good first impression, and the first thing people see when they land on your fan page is the cover photo, so let's now cover exactly what it takes to create a good first impression. Now as of March 30th, 2012, all fan pages will change to the new timeline design. Now the new timeline image moves from the old vertical banner to a much larger cover photo. Facebook now has 4 guidelines to their fan page cover photo, and there's been 4 major changes. So as you can see, I took this right from Facebook, and it's entitled, How Should I Choose a Cover Photo for My Page? Now I gotta admit, I was a little bit shocked the first time I read this. If we skip all the way down the red line here, it says, cover images must be at least 399 pixels wide and may not contain. Now I'm not going to lie, the first time I read this, I probably read it 3 or 4 times. I just wouldn't agree that it said may not contain. I thought I kept reading it wrong. So let's cover exactly what your fan page cover photo may not contain. So the first thing here is price or purchase information such as 40% off or downloaded at our website. They're looking to keep sales price or salesy sort of pitches or anything salesy orientated out of the cover photo. So the next one here is your contact information such as web address, email, mailing address, or other information intended for your page's About section. Now I'm not sure if you're too familiar with the old fan page, but the About section used to be kind of buried way at the bottom left. So when you first read this and not realize that they moved the About section, it was a bit alarming. Now the next one here is references to user interface elements such as like or share or any other Facebook site features. So what they're trying to do is get out of your first calls to action, which leads me to my next one, which is the call to action, such as get it now or tell your friends. So what they wanted you to do, and what a lot of people were doing was, on their vertical banner on the old fan page, they were saying like my page or share my page, or they were making references to certain features such as the like button. And Facebook now says that's something they don't want on the cover photo. And again, the last one here is any call to action. This is really, really important because this is how a lot of people use their cover photo, was because it was the first call to action. What did you want your fans to do when they landed on your page? So needless to say, if you look all the way down here, they ask you a question and they ask, was this answer helpful? And the first thing I wanted to do was click down here and say no. Again, I'm not necessarily in agreement with this, but these are the rules. And to tell you the truth, guys, it's not worth getting a fan page shut down over these 4 rules. There's many ways to incorporate this into your fan page, so don't sweat it, but these are the things that we cannot put in the cover photo. Alright, so that's a list of the 4 things we can't do. So let's go ahead and shift our attention now to what we can do, and let's cover what your cover image should include. Alright, so the first thing I have here for you guys is you want it to convey success. It's very important, guys. This is the first thing that your leads see or your potential customers see when they reach your fan page. So again, we want to make a good first impression. Alright. Now the next one here is you want the fan page image to draw the attention of your fans and let them in on what you do. You want the image to be relevant to your business's products and services, okay? So again, they should be able to look at your cover photo. They should know exactly what you do as a business. They should know exactly what the products are going to do for them. And again, you want it to be very professional, all right? Next one here, guys, is I always recommend to use your logo. And what's great about using your logo is what it does is it helps build your brand. Now, I do recommend that you don't just use your logo, and the reason is not all logos are going to let them in exactly what you do or what your products and services can do for them. So I always like to use the logo and other things that really draw the attention and really show them exactly what your business can do for them. So the next one here is the name of your fan page. Now, depending on how you name your fan page, and we're going to get into another video exactly how to name your fan page for SEO purposes, you can use the name of your fan page, especially if it communicates about your business or lets them know exactly what you do. You can definitely use that in the cover photo also. Now, the next one here is really important, guys, and it's your slogan, and I like to call it the new call to action. And this is really your first hint of what you're about or what you want them to do or what your products are about. All right, so your slogan, whatever it is, typically if it's in words, your slogan is the first thing that really teaches people or lets them in on what you do as a business. So I definitely recommend using your slogan. Now, I have some great examples later that kind of tell people what the slogan is without using words, and that's very, very powerful also. So we're going to go over some examples of that. Now, the last one I have here is great, especially if you're coming out with new products all the time, but you can definitely use your cover photo to market a new product that's being released or some sort of upcoming event that you're putting on. The cover photo is a great spot for you to introduce the new products because it's the first thing they see when they land on your fan page, and also any sort of upcoming events that are coming up in the next week or month or so, and you really want to start promoting it. The cover photo is a great place to do that also. So those are some of the things that I personally would try to get into your cover photo. So let's go ahead now and get into some examples and really work through some examples of what I think are really good examples. So the first one I have here for you is Coca-Cola, and as you can see, they're using the logo and name of their page. It just happens to be the same thing. Now, they do have a very subtle slogan or mini call to action in here, and I'm just going to give you guys a second to see if you can figure out what that is. Okay, great. So here's their slogan. Very simple, guys. It's drink Coca-Cola. Every picture that they have on their cover photo has to do with drinking Coca-Cola. Okay, not only does it have to do with drinking Coca-Cola, but the people that are drinking Coca-Cola are having a great time. So at the top left, you see a party over here. They're having a great time. They're laughing, and here's a guy drinking Coca-Cola. The next one here is a lady out in the field, it looks like. She looks very happy. She also just happens to have drank a Coca-Cola. The next one over to the right you see is an empty Coke bottle. Now it looks like it's a little bit of the nightlife, things are happening. And then over to the far right you see a lady looking very, very happy. And again, she's drinking Coca-Cola. So as you can see, this is their slogan. They are putting a way to get their call to action in there, which is they want you to drink their product. All right, so the next one here is probably one of my favorite cover photos. It's Red Bull. And again, they're also using a logo and the page name in the cover photo. So the first thing you notice is it's very, very professional. It's a really cool, very hip, very current photo, and it really draws in your attention, and it really creates a good first impression. They also have a little bit of a slogan going on here, and I don't know if you caught it yet, but I'll give you a second to figure out what Red Bull's slogan is here. Okay, so Red Bull's slogan is drink Red Bull and get energy to take on life's biggest challenges. Now, Red Bull is all about taking on life by using their drink. So again, Red Bull is all about extreme sports, taking life to the max. And when you do, and when you're thirsty and you're doing those things in life, Red Bull is always promoting and marketing themselves. They are the drink to drink when you're doing this. Okay, so this is their slogan. This is what they're telling you about. So if you're into extreme sports, you're into doing extreme things, or you're out in life taking on life, then they want you to drink Red Bull. All right, so the next one here is Xbox. Okay, so now Xbox is doing something a little bit different. All right, so this is a good example of how you would set it up if you have a new product that's coming out. This is a great example of what you would do. Now again, they have a little bit of a slogan or a little bit of a call to action here, and I want to see if you can figure out what that is. Okay, so their slogan is go buy our latest game. It's available now. So again, they're letting you know, hey, our product's here. It's available now in stores. They're not telling you, hey, go to your local store and purchase it, because that would be a call to action. But they are letting you know that it's available now. So again, this is another subtle way to get around the no call to action. But again, it does have their slogan in there or their mini call to action. All right. So I put this one in here because this is a great example for a relevant professional image that draws you in and communicates exactly what they do without using any words. Now, some of the most powerful cover photos there are out there are ones that really don't have any words. It's really, the photo really captures everything about the company and what it's about. So honestly, if I was looking for real estate and I came across this fan page, this cover photo is cool enough where I would actually consider using them as a company because I really like what they're doing here. It's a very powerful cover photo. It's very artistically done. And quite frankly, it makes me want to do business with these guys. All right, and the next one here is also, if you're a restaurant, one of the nice things you can do without using any words is you can take one of your best sandwiches or your best plates and take a really nice photo of it and use that as your cover photo. And again, when your potential customers land on this first page, the first thing they're going to see is this big photo of your #1 plate or your sandwich. And to tell you the truth, that sandwich looks amazing. I would probably go buy that sandwich if I was hungry for a sub sandwich. It looks great. Okay, so those are some great examples of how to do it right, but let's now take a good look at what are some cover photo no-nos, some things that will really kill your fan page. So the #1 mistake, okay, the #1 mistake is poor resolution, blurry, or stretched images. Now guys, this is fan page murder. If you have a cover photo and new traffic lands on your page and they see a stretched, blurry, or poor resolution photo, they're going to leave. And the reason is this: how is anybody going to take you serious if the first thing that they look at is poorly done? Okay, so it's just a bad inclination of how you do business. Okay, so this is the number one mistake. This is fan page murder. Make sure it's not poor resolution, blurry, or stretched. Okay, now the next one here is if you have an image that does not convey what your fan page is about. So anything misleading. So let's say you sell cars, okay, and your fan page is all about cars, but when you land on your cover photo, for some reason it has to do with motorcycles or boats. This is misleading. So it doesn't really convey what your business is about. Again, it seems pretty basic, but you'd be surprised. People try to get real creative with their cover images and they actually lose the essence of what their business is about. So again, this is fan page murder. Definitely don't do this. And the last one here, guys, probably don't need to say it, but just to keep my conscience clear, anything unprofessional or inappropriate content obviously is a horrible place to put on your cover photo. So I think that's enough on that one. All right, so here's some resources for creating your cover photo. Okay, the best way to create a cover photo image is in Adobe Photoshop or Pixelmator. So we use Pixelmator for our images, and Pixelmator works great. I'm actually going to put a little training video for you guys exactly how to use Pixelmator to create cover photo images and everything for your fan page. But again, it's a very inexpensive alternative to Adobe Photoshop. So if you have Adobe Photoshop, great, use it. By all means, it's wonderful. If you don't and you're looking for a cheaper alternative, I think Pixelmator runs anywhere from $35 to $40, and you can do some really cool stuff with it. Now, let's say you don't want to invest in any of that for your business. Here's a free program that works well for uploading images. They also have great tutorials for you to explain how they use their products, so I'm not going to go into how to use their product here, but it's pixlr.com, all right? Well, that's all we have for this particular video. I look forward to seeing some really good looking cover photos out there, guys. Again, my name is TJ Leasley, and we'll see you in the next training video.